Coming up, the Panthers and Bucks square off for the second time in 3 weeks as Carolina looks to sweep the series for the first time since 2017. It's the close of the regular season, and it's headed your way next.
And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. A running play there, going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, this shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And unable to get downhill there, so he'll take this up to about the 37. And Thomas seems to be in some pain. He's still on the ground. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Darnold gets this to McCaffrey. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. That's caught. It's McCaffrey again. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Personal foul.
So a little extra on top of the big play there.
It's tough for guys rushing the passer, but you have to know when the ball is gone. And if you listen, officials will tell you ball's gone. He didn't pull up.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Darnold will hand off to McCaffrey, and he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Darnold now to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Montez Sweat able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Tight defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution, because he realized he's in field goal range. No sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And a big-time mess on the return. He's out of bounds. He won't even get this back to the 5-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A big play that time through the air. 38 yards. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Shotgun now for Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is going to be intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Here's Darnold. And that would complete once again to Higgins. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. Panther football to start quarter number 2. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and long. Darnold, nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Buccaneers have it. Does the big boy have the juice? He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 8 and a tough result there on 1st and goal. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Interested to see what they dial up here. 3rd and goal with a lot of green between them and the end zone. Here's Brady to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marquise Goodwin. His 11th touchdown. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Suckup, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Bucs, Deshaun Jackson. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And if you just look at this game, Charles, on paper, they've got the edge, no doubt. They're hanging around the top of the NFC. On the other side, you got a squad that's towards the bottom of the NFC. But when we mentioned that to the coaches, they were having no part of it.
Yeah, and I like how you said when we mentioned it. In fact, I mentioned it, and I upset them a little bit, didn't I? Because they wanted no part of that one, and I was reminded, like a 5-year-old, this is the NFL. Any given Sunday, anything can happen. They are guarding against the upset.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least, a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten. An open week coming up after this, so I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
And he is going to have a Bucs first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Ready?
Now they'll throw with Brady. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. Extra point put through by Succop, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Darnold's throw caught by Higgins. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A big play there for Carolina. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Back to throw, Darnold. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Devin White in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know after the sack there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed. Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On play action, it's Brady. And he's got the speedster Goodwin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Brady. That's caught, and again it's Goodwin. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Brady. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Tom Brady, his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Buccaneers would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point try now for Sucker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6. So that drive for 4 plays, and it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with only 9 seconds remaining, and not much time, we'll see how they play this. McCaffrey with a 1st down and more. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bucs with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Taking it about the 1. And a big mistake on the return. He's out of bounds at his own 1-yard line.
All right, partner, get that disapproving look off of your face. He did get it out to the 1-yard line. Yeah, I know. Wasn't the best play in the world. He's hoping his offense can bail him out.
In his own end zone, it's Brady. And they work this out past the 25.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Deep ball for Goodwin. He's got a man complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Brady. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Marquise Goodwin, 29 yards. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Joe Tryon there to make the tackle. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year, with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So if they can win here in Tampa, they'd be able to claim the season sweep. On 2nd and 9, Darnold. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Devin White in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he's going to go down again. Montez Sweat, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here's Jackson to return, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 42-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Again, we see Tom Brady and the Bucs set to take over. Really solid effort for him right now. 3rd quarter, already 4 touchdown passes. How many can he get here?
That remains to be seen, but I know one thing. You and I will be here to watch, and I'm not going anywhere. With what he's doing in this contest, I'm not missing a minute of it. This guy's been spectacular.
Yeah, I mean, it's a team game, but sometimes these individual performances are fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes they just kind of come to the front, despite the fact, as you said, we know it's all about the team, but the way he's playing, he's trying to make his team win on his back.
Yeah, it's been exciting. On 2nd down, right back to Lindsey. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Brady now on first down. Going deep this time for Miller. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. 5 touchdown passes now for Tom Brady. And the Buccaneers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point put through by Succop. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. Now it's Ryan Succop on after the touchdown to kick it away. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. Carolina getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back now in Tampa. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and 11 now. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Montez Sweat, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Panthers on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, offensively, Charles, hard to put a silver lining on this one. No secret that they had to take chances with a score where it is, and it leads to a turnover.
I love how you paint the picture, partner, because you're exactly right about that one. Look at the empty stairs on that sideline. This is one of those games. Here's one go quick.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, 44 yards. And the Buccaneers look poised to reach 17-0 as they add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that will extend this big lead. We keep waiting year after year to see signs of Tom Brady's arm strength deteriorating. But his message there, keep waiting.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
And you get a look at the final readout on air distance, according to Next Gen Stats. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it's Darnold. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Joe Tryon picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Johnny Hacker now. as he's on to punt for Carolina. Here's Jackson. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 61 yards rushing for him now to this point. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, it's Brady. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. To throw, it's Brady. Flush to his right. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Here's Bradley Pinion now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Carolina offense about ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Darnold finding some room at midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Darnold. Looking left side. That's caught by Moore. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Now Darnold. Again, he finds Moore. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. So now it's 4th and short.
So after the penalty, that means there's a decision to be made. Do you still line up in field goal formation? Or maybe you think about running the offense back out on the field.
Why are we doing this?
A pretty large mental mistake right there to give them the first.
It's situational football, and you have to know you're down in distance. On that 4th down, any type of penalty would give them a 1st down, so you can't jump off sides. You can't encroach. You've got to be careful.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Looking to throw again on second down. Darnold, really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for more, and unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Gonzalez's kick is good, and they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability. Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Back now comes Tampa Bay. And this crowd has certainly liked what they've seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in, and they have not disappointed as they've got the big lead here in the 4th. And what is going on here? Are they serious? 1st down, and they're in punt formation. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. On the NFL scoreboard there in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance. Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect. Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his. The possession of the football goes over to Carolina. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Higgins, what a catch. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They'd go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball. Darnold throw complete there to Thomas. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause. Darnold on 3rd down. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long. They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going. Darnold on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big offense.